I have been flying the A1 for some time now and I really love using it, but since the Avata 360 came out, a lot of you have been wondering which drone is the best in this category. So in this video, I'm going to show you the best features of both drones, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to figure out which drone is best for you. So let's get into it. The A1 and Avata kit both come with the drone, goggles, remote controller, extra batteries, landing pad, carry case, and some replacement parts. The A1 kit also includes a quick reader so you can edit your drone videos really fast using your phone. The A1 Infinity kit costs £1,500 or $1,600, but you can get up to 20% off during the spring sale. The Avata Fly More kit costs £829 or $979. The A1 kit is compact and weighs 2,288 grams. The Avata kit is larger and weighs 2,685 grams. The A1 remote controller is coming soon, later this year. The Avata 360 can be controlled with the RC2, M3 or FPV3 remote controller. The A1 has a dual 1/1.28 inch image sensor, f2.2 aperture, and can shoot up to 8K 30 frames per second in 8-bit color, but there is no flat color profile available. The Avata has a dual 1/1.1 inch image sensor, f1.9 aperture, and can shoot up to 8K 60 frames per second in 10-bit color in the D-Log-M flat color profile. By the way, it's really hard to film yourself and fly drones at the same time, so big thanks to Sean for helping me make this video. The Avata can shoot in single lens mode up to 4K 60 frames per second. It can do this by flipping the camera to look forward. The A1 does not have single lens mode. To get the best stitching results on both drones, it is recommended to stay at least 1 to 2 meters away from the subject. The A1 can capture up to 55 megapixel photos. The Avata can capture up to 120 megapixel photos. Both drones can capture in JPEG and RAW. The A1 weighs 250 grams with the standard battery, so you have a lot more freedom on where you can take it. The Avata weighs 464 grams with the standard battery, so you have more restrictions on where you can fly it. The A1 with the high capacity battery weighs 289 grams. The A1 standard battery claims 24 minutes of flight time, but in real world use, you can expect 19 minutes. The A1 high capacity battery claims 39 minutes of flight time, but in real world use, you can expect 34 minutes. The Avata standard battery claims 23 minutes of flight time, but in real world use, you can expect around 15 minutes. The A1 is foldable and compact to carry in a small travel backpack. The Avata is not foldable and takes up a lot more storage space. The A1 noise level is around 60 dB with the standard battery. (75 dB with the high capacity battery, and the Avata noise level is around 81 dB. The A1 offers detachable propeller guards if you are after more safety, but the Avata has the propeller guards built in. The A1 has little retractable feet on the bottom to protect the bottom lens from getting scratched when taking off or landing. The Avata does not have feet. Instead, the camera flips around when taking off or landing to stop the bottom lens from touching the ground. Both drones have 360 Obstacle Avoidance to keep the drone safe in the air and to stop it going into things accidentally. The Avata has Lidar Sensors, so it will have better obstacle avoidance in low light. The A1 has 20 gig of built-in storage and the Avata has 42 gig of built-in storage. The A1 has a max transmission range of 10 km FCC and 6 km CE. The live preview quality is 2K at 30 frames per second. The Avata has a max transmission range of 20 km FCC and 10 km CE. The live preview quality is 1080p at 60 frames per second. The A1 microSD card slot and the USB-C port is located at the back of the drone and is exposed to the outside world. The Avata microSD card slot and USB-C port is located at the side of the drone and are covered by a door. Both drones have a lens replacement kit in case you damage the lenses. You can replace them yourself at home. The A1 lens replacement kit costs £30 for one lens or £42 for two lenses. The Avata lens replacement kit costs £25 for one lens. The A1 top speed is 16 meters per second. The Avata top speed is 18 meters per second. The A1 can only fly forward. The Avata can fly forward, sideways, and backward. The A1 can be controlled in two ways, free motion mode or FPV mode. In free motion mode, point the controller where you want to fly in 360 space, including behind yourself, and pull the trigger to fly in that direction. You will need to physically move your body to fly in all directions. In FPV mode, you can stand completely still and use your wrist to move forward in all directions. The Avata can fly in FPV mode only, so you will use your wrist to fly in all directions. The A1 goggles uses the same premium optics as the Apple Vision Pro, bringing the screen closer to your eyes, so it feels like an IMAX screen wrapped around you. And these optics also make the goggles design very compact. The Avata goggles is using the bulky magnifier lenses from the early VR days, so it looks like a regular cinema screen in the distance. This makes the goggles design thick and heavy. The A1 goggles uses two independent displays, one for each eye, and this matches how you see the world naturally. The Avata is sharing one screen for both eyes, so this can feel unnatural and the edges of the screen look warped. The A1 goggles weigh 334 grams and the battery is worn around your neck. The Avata goggles weigh 549 grams and the battery is worn at the back of your head. The A1 goggles are certified for low blue light, so you can fly for longer with a peace of mind knowing that your vision is protected from eye fatigue. The Avata does not have eye protection certification. The A1 goggles have built-in diopter and IPD adjustments, so you can adjust the settings to wear the goggles without wearing glasses. The Avata does not have built-in diopter or IPD adjustments, so you have to wear your glasses inside the goggles. The A1 has a flight simulator, so you can learn the controls in a safe environment. The Avata does not have a flight simulator. The A1 has voice control, so you can tell it what to do without having to find buttons. Take off. Return to home point. The Avata does not have voice control at the moment. The A1 has a playful feature called Virtual Cockpit, so you can feel like a dragon or plane in the sky while flying. The A1 has another playful feature called Sky Path, where you can create a custom flight path in the sky. So if you want to show someone a flight path in real time, but they don't know how to fly a drone, then in this mode, the drone will follow the flight path automatically while your viewer watches in the goggles without them having to control the drone themselves. The Avata does not have any similar playful features. Both drones can follow a subject automatically. On the A1, there is a see-through mode, so you can see what's happening in front of you mid-flight. The Avata goggles does not have this. The A1 also has an outer screen, so a spectator can see exactly where you're flying. The Avata does not have an outer screen. The A1 comes with a quick reader to quickly get your files from the drone onto your phone or computer. You can edit the footage from the quick reader in the Antigravity app without transferring it to your phone, saving plenty of time and storage space. The Avata has to wirelessly connect to the DJI Fly app to access the footage and start editing it. The A1 quick reader can plug straight into your MacBook, so you can start editing straight away in Antigravity Studio. Both drones have desktop software, Antigravity Studio and DJI Studio. I find that editing is more intuitive in Antigravity Studio than DJI Studio. So which drone is best for you? Well, in my honest opinion, if money does not matter and you're looking to create social media content, then I think the Antigravity A1 is the better drone. I made an immersive 360 video with the A1. I will link it in the video description, and I am very happy with the 8K video quality. To make that video, I carried the full A1 kit in my backpack, so it's really easy to travel with. The Avata kit will not fit in my backpack. It's too big. The A1 is compact, and I personally prefer that. I also think that the A1 flying experience is better. The A1 is easier to fly, it's quieter than the Avata, and the batteries last twice as long. However, if you're on a budget or you're already in the DJI ecosystem, then the Avata is going to be the best option. The video quality and the transmission is better, but it does come at the cost of convenience when traveling. That's it. That's the comparison. I hope this video has helped you make a decision. If you're still unsure, then drop your questions below and I will answer them. So if you want to grab the A1 before your next big adventure, then I do have a really good partnership with Antigravity. They are offering a free landing pad and a free double lens replacement kit when you order the A1. And if you order right now during the spring sale, you will also get 20% off the A1, and you can claim the free accessories as well. All my knowledge on the A1 is on this channel, so you should be able to make videos just like I do. And there are more anti-gravity videos coming up. I also have a link to the Avata, to the bundle that I recommend in the video description. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video.